What up, everybody? I am Ted, and I'm here with,
I'm Josh.
and we're a couple of nerds trying to make sense of things. And today we're trying to make sense of this new trailer that I've seen. And if you guys don't know me, I'm a huge Pokemon fan. I love everything Pokemon. Pokemon doesn't do wrong. I don't care what you say. It's great. And today, well, not today, but earlier this week, we got a trailer for Detective Pikachu. And for all you nerds out there, we're going to try to make sense and tell you what we think about it. So, Josh, let me start off. So, let me tell you a little bit of history. Not a lot of people like live action things of video games. They really don't do that well, I guess you could say. We have Tekken and, well, I don't know, other I can't remember anything else.
There's not a whole lot of good video game adaptations into movies.
Yeah, they don't do that well. No, they're like frowned upon. So I remember, like a brief history of this. I remember them announcing the game about talking Pikachu, and then I remember them saying they had a movie. And then when this trailer dropped, I completely forgot about the movie. And them talking about the movie, like I forgot about. I was like, oh, it's here. It's time. And I like the way they went with it. They didn't make the Pokemon. I mean, they are fake, but they didn't make them too fake, I guess.
They look incredibly realistic.
Yeah. They look really good. Like, if Pokemon were real, that's how I would see it. And I know I'm pretty sure they debated. The route I'm glad they didn't go with is making them all animated in a real world. You know what I mean? Sort of like Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
I'm sort of glad. I mean, that movie was good, but I don't think it would have fit well. And with Pokemon fans in general, I know they probably didn't want that either. It's really hard for people to get it to nail it, and I think they did pretty good with this one. Like, they gave Pikachu fur. I know you told me that it was kind of, you didn't think he was that furry.
Yeah, it just from the animated series and the movies, he doesn't look like he's all that furry. I mean, even in the games, he looks more elasticy.
Yeah, but I think for the realistic sense, since he's a mouse, I think they did it like that because
I can understand
if
that.
his hair was too short, I mean, you can think about skin. If it would be too short, I mean, I know in the anime when Pikachu gets wet, he will puff up like he has heck of hair. And I'm like, where did that even come from? Or he'll shake it off and be like, where is his hair? Like, he's just, I would have just thought Pikachu was all skin, with no fur. But yeah, and then they casted Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool, as Pikachu. And I don't remember who played the voice for the video game version of Let's Go Pikachu. I think a lot of people wanted, I forgot his name. What's that guy's name? They wanted someone else to do it, but I think Ryan Reynolds is a good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just from watching the trailer, it almost fits him perfectly.
I know some people think, oh, he did Deadpool, so he gets to be Pikachu. I guess I don't think so. I think he did. Ryan Reynolds is that guy who can. He's not too serious. He's not too. I don't care. He was. Like, if I would say, like, he is Pikachu, like, no, he isn't Pikachu, but, he did a good job for Pikachu. Like, he didn't sell it too much. He didn't try to sound cute. He didn't try to seem, like, hardcore, because I know the one in the game, I guess, is, like, deep voice, and, let's get down to business. He didn't try to do that. He just played himself. Like, it was just a normal Pikachu. And, I think he did a pretty good job. And then we got, I forgot his name. Can you look up his name? The guy from Jurassic World.
Go ahead, keep talking. I'll look it up.
But he's from Jurassic World. I don't know anything else about him other than from Jurassic World. He did really good in Jurassic World. I didn't know that was him until after. That was probably because his hair was good.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him either from in the trailer.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna start off by talking about the world it's in. So it's Rhyme City. I haven't played the Pikachu detective game. So Detective Pikachu game. So
please talk about the ticket. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah, I'll talk about it right now. So he lives in Rhyme City, and by the first couple seconds, they show you him walking into an overpass or something, and you see like the city. And if you look around, there's Pokemon from every generation there. There was a Bravery in the back, Charmander walking by. There was Victini on a wall. There was what's that cotton candy Pokemon? Man, I love Pokemon. I can't remember all their names, dude. There's like 900 of them. But Slurpuff, I think that's it. There's a Slurpuff on the wall. So in this world, everything is in one. Like, you know, the gens. So like, there's a lot of different generations. You show him in his room. He has the Sinnoh Championship, like a Super Bowl kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
cool.
and then he has a ticket, which I didn't get it at first. I thought it said Lavender Town, but it's a rail city rail. What was it? What's it called? Railway? Is that what it's called? A train ticket.
Yeah.
It was a train ticket from what was it?
Leaving town.
Leaving town to Rhyme City. And Josh was laughing at it. I was like, "What are you talking about?"
He's leaving town.
And the rails, the train, the rail city, whatever, the railroad, whatever, is also a throw to Pokemon because, you know, Johto had a rail.
Yeah.
They had a railway.
Back and forth to
Kanto. And I think they had one in Omega Ruby, if you remember. When they were, was it? No, it was in, it was referencing Omega Ruby. There's a railway in, 6th Gen. And one of the town with the waterfall, it was being built, and you talk to the couples. Oh, this railway is how we go to see our family in Hoenn. So, you know, it links all over the place. So
I actually didn't remember that.
Yeah, the only reason why I remember that is because a lot of people wanted Hoenn remakes. So like, oh, Hoenn confirmed. That's the only reason why I remember that is the old people by the railroad. But yeah, and it's about what's his name again? I always forgot. I should have looked up his name. The character, his name.
Oh yeah, his name is Tim Goodman, and he's being played by
Tim
Justice
Goodman.
Smith.
Justice. Yeah, there you go. That's what I thought when I first heard his name. Yeah, but he goes looking for his father. His father disappeared, you know, and then he was a detective. His father was a really good detective. And what I wanted to say that in the game, apparently that Pikachu is his dad's. I don't know if they're gonna go with that. I don't know how much relevance is to the game, to the movie.
It sounds like they're going to keep it a little bit. So, you know, I think at this point it's fairly safe to assume the fact that the Pikachu in reference is his dad's Pikachu.
Yeah. So in his room, they have it's a bunch of references in the room. Which, if you look at the wall, you can see like there's a bunch of pictures of Legend. They have Reshiram and Zekrom fighting, and I know they have gym battle posters as well, which their gym battle posters sort of look like boxing posters and fight posters, like UFC posters. Like they'll have a Pokemon here, one side here. So I don't know how their universe works. If it's more like human style, so like, you know, when a gym battle is like between one Pokemon and against another, like 1v1. So it's pretty cool how the universe works. It's like, oh, it's still Pokemon, but it's still our world as well. You know?
Yeah, they definitely did give it that human element.
Yeah, and also I like how I just like how all the Pokemon are everywhere. Like they show like this is the world of Pokemon. You know, it's not like, oh, this is the human world and Pokemon are here too. You know, this is the world of Pokemon. The whole city is full of it. I remember when I first seen it, I thought the city was from Unova, the one that's based off America.
I think everybody was thinking
about that. That's what I thought it was, and then I seen the Sinnoh poster. I was like, oh, is it? I was like, is it Sinnoh? But then I guess that's just like a Super Bowl poster, I guess. Like So yeah, and then we were introduced to. They showed Pikachu, and then Ryan Reynolds. He's the only one. The character Justice, he can only hear him, and he's trying to think he's not crazy, you know. So he's trying to like, do you hear him? And he's like, Pika P. And he's like, oh yeah, we hear him, a little Pika P. He's so cute. Like, yeah, buddy, you're the only one who can hear me. I thought it's so cool. Like, it's just so cool. Like, yeah, dude, you're stuck with me. It's so funny.
Well, and the interesting thing is that Ryan Reynolds, Detective Pikachu, is the only one that he can hear. He can't hear other Pokemon.
Yeah.
But yet, Ryan Reynolds can translate for him.
Mm-hmm. So it's like they're half of a person, half Pikachu, they put them together, and they're like to help each other out. But yeah, and then what I really liked is that in the trailer they showed the amazing part of the city, the world. They give you the funny part, of, oh, I'm the only one who can hear you. You're like, yeah, dude, you're stuck with me. And then they give you the part where it looks like it's halfway through the movie, and he was like, I don't want a Pokemon. And he was like, oh, well, what about a detective? And then I guess they're trying to find out what happened to his father, Pikachu. And if it's true and his father's Pikachu, then he already knows how the detective works.
Yeah.
So they're going to be crime fighting. When I first watched it, I didn't know how many Pokemon were in this trailer. If when they're walking through a river, I guess, and the Bulbasaur that are there, if you pause it, you can see that there's Morlul, from the new from Sun and Moon.
Okay.
I guess they're mushrooms. They're like hanging on the little Bulbasaur's head, and they're like flying around, but they're like different colors than we usually see. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I like how they incorporated. I'm glad that they didn't just do like, oh, this is just Kanto, yay, 151. They like, wow, no, we have 7th gen, 6th gen, 4th gen. We have a lot of them. Not to mention there's like Greninja chasing these people.
Yeah, exactly. That was so awesome.
I was surprised they went with Greninja. They could have had like a lot of like. They could have had like Machamps in suits chasing them,
but that was crazy though to see him coming down like that. It was so cool.
Yeah.
They really did embody the actual Pokemon when they did this.
Mm-hmm. They really did. They really did well. Like I really forgot. I don't even know when they announced the movie. Because like when the trailer dropped, I was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Oh, they did announce a movie. They did their work. Warner Brothers, the Pokemon Company, and I think what else is there? Am I missing one?
I think it's Legendary, isn't it? That's also working on it.
Legendary, or
is it Legendary? I am not sure.
Oh, it is Legendary. That's another thing. I think it is. Let me look it up before I talk about it. But if it is Legendary, they're really good at making monsters because they have Godzilla.
Yeah.
And now King Kong and Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So let me look it up real quick. But yeah, so if it is them, then they're really good at monsters, and that would be a good studio to do with their monsters. Let's see, Detective Pikachu. Yeah, and then the Greninja was so cool.
And like I was telling you when we were texting the other day about this, if I see an Arcanine in there, I'm going to lose my shit.
Oh yeah, dude, they have all sorts of Pokemon in there. I wouldn't be surprised.
For those of you who don't know, my personal favorite Pokemon of all time is Growlithe and Arcanine.
Oh, it is Legendary Films. Yeah, so they're really good at making monsters look real. Yeah. I had to sneeze. But yeah. So, let's see, what else is there in there that's pretty cool that I wanted to talk about? I just, then to be honest, the whole, Justice, he really did his, I think he really played his part good. Like,
well, here, let's hold off on that one, until we actually see the movie because we've only seen a little bit of the trailer.
Because honestly, when you see someone, because I haven't played the game, so I can't say he's just like the game.
Right.
But from what I heard in the game, his character is like all about the law. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Straight for rules.
We should hold off on any definitive judgment until we see the movie because for all we know. We could have seen this trailer could have had all the best parts in it, and then when we go see the movie, it's just like, oh well, we've already laughed at that.
Yeah, but I think he did. I mean, like, because I could say for anybody, like for instance, like the Death Note Netflix trailer when they first showed it, when you seen Light,
it looked awesome.
It looked awesome, but when you seen the character who played Light, you're like, oh no.
Yeah. Well,
no.
I mean, it's.
But when I seen him, I was like, oh, okay, dude, I can relate with this. Like, he was a insurance salesman or insurance. He works for insurance. His dad was a detective. He wanted to be a Pokemon trainer as a kid.
Let's make sure we put that in. He is a failed Pokemon trainer.
I don't know if he's failed or he quit because he just said you wanted to be one when you were younger, but in this world, like another thing they touched on, which is good, is like in the Pokemon anime, like when you're 10, you can just go off and walk the world, I guess. But they never tell you like what happens if you don't want to. This kid could have been that. Like maybe he was like, I want to be a Pokemon trainer. He was like, oh, but what if there's expenses? He's like, oh well, maybe I should just get a job. And he got stuck doing the job for a long, and then Pokemon trainer was done when he grew up.
It definitely does bring a little bit more sense of realism to
Yeah.
the idea of being a Pokemon trainer.
Even
And actually, even Matt Pat from Hovering Game Theory, he did a video on essentially how much it would actually pay to be a Pokemon trainer.
no, yeah, that's not a lot, dude. Yeah, you have to do a lot to get paid.
Yeah. I mean, they make it seem in the games. They make it seem so simple to sit there and live on the money you get from, beating other trainers and and beating gyms. But in reality, you're going to be spending a lot of that money not just on potions and Pokeballs, but you're going to be spending it on food for your Pokemon, yourself, and you got to have clothes. You're probably going to wear out your shoes along your journey. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, you gotta post that.
So, yeah, in the real world, it definitely would not pay to be a Pokemon trainer like how it is in the games. You would definitely have to have some other source of income.
Mm-hmm. And I just dawned upon me when I was talking about the gym battles. What if they're not gym battles and they're like matches from a sports festival referencing the game, the Pokken Fighters.
Ooh, that
that would have been cool too, because that makes the 1v1 thing kind of more referencing that. Dude, I actually got to buy that for the Switch.
I have the demo. I haven't played much of it.
It's pretty fun, but yeah. And also, what I liked is that if you notice, they show a lot of legend. They have Victini on a poster on the wall, not on the wall, but on a building. They have Reshiram and Zekrom on a poster fighting, and then they have I think there was a poster. I gotta go back and look to make sure. I think there was a poster of a Steelix fighting an Articuno.
That Steelix is gonna lose.
Yeah. Well, he has type resistance, so. Well, one time. He can still get killed by ice beam. But, but that makes me think, how do they view their legendaries? Are legendaries just like, oh, cool,
yeah,
they're everywhere.
That's definitely going to be interesting.
Yeah, because, in the anime, they're not supposed to have, like, more than one, but Lugia, I know in the anime, Lugia had a baby.
Yeah.
There's two different Mewtwo's. The one from the Genesect movie isn't the same one from the first movie.
I haven't seen the Genesect movie.
Yeah, well, yeah, so spoiler, it's not the same one, because it talks about how, they have the same backstory, but it's not the same one. They don't have the same memories. There's two different Mews. So there's unless they reproducing and cheating, because in the game I want to reproduce freaking legendaries, but
of course we don't get to do that.
There's three different.
Thanks for that, Game Freak.
There's three different legendary dogs. There's the one from the Dream World.
There should only be one of those.
Yeah, and there's the one from
of each of them.
The one from the third movie isn't real, but there is. Yeah. There's different. There's shiny ones from the Zoroark movie.
Jeez. Okay.
There's shiny ones and there's normal ones. So what's going on here? So my thing is is it like that in the world, in this Pokemon world, where legendaries just they're not as legend as you think? They're just that would be cool to walk out. Oh shoot! Look at that Zekrom. All right, I gotta go to work. That would be so funny. And then Articuno got to be pissed to fight a Steelix over something. but yeah, that's why I thought it was pretty cool that they're not as legendary.
And here's some of the legendaries. It's never explicitly stated that there's only one of them. It's just that there only happens to be one that they know the location of.
Yeah.
But like we were saying, with regards of like Entei, Ryoku, I know I said that name wrong.
I call him Raikou. That's
Raikou.
Nothing's wrong.
And Suicune. We definitely know that there should only be one of each, because they were essentially created from the remains of three other Pokemon that died in.
Oh yeah, from what was it?
In the
Magic?
tower. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there are supposed to be only one of them. There's only supposed to be one Mewtwo.
Yeah. Because we literally watched the creation of Mewtwo, and it's explicitly, if you walk around, what was it, Cinnabar Island? You find the notes of the creation of Mewtwo. Now with Mew, there's definitely the possibility that there's more than one running around out there, but there shouldn't be that with Lugia, Ho, and some of the others, there's no telling exactly how many of them there are. But in order for them to have their legendary status, obviously there can't be a whole lot.
Yeah.
And we've gotten a little off topic here.
But and then they talk about them working together. They're getting chased by this Greninja from I don't know who. Maybe the people will try to silence what happened to his father. And then let's see what else. What
there's the cage fight with Charizard.
Oh yeah. That even proves. I forgot the more of the Pokken scene because Pokken didn't have cage fighting, but they did have a little area.
Yeah.
So it was like a gym battle or whatever they want, a sports festival. Right. Yeah, the Charizard looked pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I was like, oh no, not Charizard, and I was like, oh, okay, hey.
Yeah, he looks legitimately like Charizard, and it looks like they got a lot of the sizing ratios right.
Yeah, Pokedex entries.
Yeah, because Charizard, I think he's only supposed to be like 1.5 meters tall.
Yeah,
or something like that.
We're supposed to be as tall as it.
Yeah.
We can't ride it. We can't.
Yeah, no, a person like you or me would never be able to because
I'm lucky.
Like I said, we'd be standing as tall as it. Yeah,
and then the cage fight with that, and then let's see what else. We could talk about the. You know what? And then Jigglypuff was pretty funny too.
Oh my god! I saw Jigglypuff and I started laughing.
I know a lot of people are saying that Jigglypuff is the balloon Pokemon. So how is balloon supposed to have hair? I was like, well, I don't think they really think it's a balloon.
Well,
it's supposed to be floaty.
Here's the thing. Even with Jigglypuff in the game, you see the little curly cue of hair on her face, and obviously they did a really good job of fleshing that out for the animated version. But I can understand Jigglypuff having hair. I was a little surprised to see it as hairy as it was. I would have imagined it with shorter hair.
Yeah, and Jigglypuff lands in the same thing as Pikachu. Like I said, they look like they have no fur at all.
Yeah,
so they're like.
Well, hell, even Meowth doesn't even look in the anime doesn't look like he has fur. And, he's based off a cat.
Yeah, now if they have a Needle King or something, he's furry. Then we got to explain.
Yeah, then that's a little weird.
Then we got to explain it to do. But yeah, but yeah, you know what else was funny? I don't know. I seen someone talk about it, so I went back and tried to look. But when they introduced the girl in the car with the side up with the red hair, I thought it was Misty. But if you look past that, they have balloons in the background of Pokemon, like if it's gonna be a parade. Right?
Oh yeah.
And if you look at the people putting it up, they all have uniforms that look like Squirtle, like they're dressed as Squirtle.
Yes, I saw that in a breakdown of the...
I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, wait, where? And I looked back, I was like, oh, he's right there.
Maybe a reference to the Squirtle Squad?
Yeah, I was like, holy crap, dude. That's so cool. Yeah, and then that was pretty cool that they're having a little Thanksgiving parade with Pokemon balloons or whatever parade they're having. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Now, of course, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about the people that are already sitting here ragging on it.
Oh, yeah.
Both you and I, we realize that it's really tough to put a video game into a movie. Turn it into a movie. It fails more often than it doesn't. Yeah. But here's the thing. Guys, you haven't even seen the movie yet. You don't know what it's going to be like. We've gotten one trailer, and to be honest, to both of us, it looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, sure, there's little things that didn't meet our expectations, but who's to say our own expectations are those that meet everyone else's? For all we know, this could be how the original creators of the Pokemon intended them to look if they ever came to real life.
Yeah.
You
gotta remember that this game was made for kids, so they can't make them look like that.
You can't make them look like your creepy renditions that are covering the the images page of Google and Yahoo. Because some of those are pretty impressive, but yet creepy. Like, I've seen some pretty scary Venusaur images that I can't unsee.
I don't want to see a Hypno or Drowsy in real life. That sounds scary.
I mean, let me say this: Mr. Mime in the trailer.
I thought he was cool.
I mean, but I mean, he's still a little creepy.
Yeah, but you know.
And that was hilarious. The part with Barrier,
Oh,
where
yeah.
Pikachu jumps at him.
I'm bad cop, you're good cop. Yeah, I thought the whole mime thing. I think that was a breakdown because they gave us the little funny part, and then they broke down to serious about the tone of the. We gotta find my father. Getting chased by Greninja, the Charizard scene, and then it hard cuts to, all right, we gotta get this down. Mr. Mime's like, he has a serious scared face, and he wipes it off, and he sits down and opens a can, shove. I push people away, and then I get mad at him for it.
No, he's telling you can shove it.
Yeah, he was like, what?
I
And
can
he's
shove it.
And
What?
Mr. Mime points at him like, yeah, he got it. That Pokemon can be vulgar like
All right,
humans
you're
too.
good cop. I'm bad cop.
That also shows that Pokemon aren't as innocent as you think they are.
Yeah.
Like he said, shove it. I was like, whoa, they can do it. I mean, as an adult, it's not that
definitely
bad.
shows you they have personality, and that's a good thing. I think.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, and then
Because that's a thing we don't see in the games, or I mean, we get to see a little bit of it in the anime with like Ash's Pokemon or the Pokemon of the people that he happens to be traveling with.
Yeah.
You see a little bit of personality from them, but that's completely lost in the games.
mm-hmm. Yeah, and the games are just all the same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Pokemon have no personality. They're solely there for you to catch and battle with and train up, and that's it. And it's just they lack that emotional element that they should have.
Yeah, it's up to the player like if they want to put.
Because
their
I mean,
little thing in
it's
it.
like even here in the real world, your dog is not just there for you to pet. No, they have emotions of their own. They get happy. They get sad. They show you how much they care about you.
Yeah.
They show you when they're mad at you.
Mm-hmm. Silly. They're silly. They're lazy.
Yeah.
They can. Yeah.
They have quirks. They have personalities, and that that's such a great thing that I saw that that they're definitely going to show in this movie.
Mm-hmm. They worked really hard on this one.
Yeah, it definitely does look.
I'm a huge Pokemon fan. Usually when but I'm a huge Pokemon fan. But I don't. If something goes wrong, I'll be the one to be like, oh yeah, they shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? So, but when I seen this, like at the end of it, I was like, I gotta watch it again.
Yeah.
Like next year.
No, I mean, I'm
now.
definitely excited to see the movie, but I have also tempered my expectations because we know the history of video games becoming movies. So, yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty good. And then also see what else I want to talk about. Also, like if it does good, like, do you think we're gonna see more of it?
I definitely, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a success, why wouldn't you continue to try and make money on a success?
Yeah.
I mean, look at, Pokemon, the games haven't changed in over 2 decades, and they're still making money. They're still putting them out the same way. It's essentially still geared towards kids. But yet, you and I are sitting here at 27 and 28 years old.
I don't think because I always looked for like live action Pokemon movies when I was younger. When I was younger, I don't know if you heard about it, but there was this. I'm gonna show you after we record. But there's this fan made thing. It was called Pokemon Apocalypse. I think it was called that, if I remember. But it was more of a live action, and they did their own little real Pokemon. That's what it sort of reminded me of of that, and because they showed the grittiness. Like basically, it was to give people who are watching. If you haven't look up Pokemon Apocalypse. I think that's what it's called. It's been a while since I checked it, but it was like it had Ash, Misty, and Brock. It was like a darker version of the story. Ash.
I would kind of expect that from the name of Apocalypse.
Ash basically gave up being a Pokemon trainer, and he became a Team Rocket member.
Ooh.
Yeah, so, and Misty and Brock got mad at him for it, so they all split their ways, And, it shows Ash, he has his hat that he has, and he just throws it, and he gets the rocket hat and puts it on. And it shows, like, Pokemon fighting. Like, I'll show you, like, the trailer of it. It was pretty good, and that's what it reminded me of. That's what we kind of wanted, like, back then.
Yeah.
Like, Love That Live. That was probably the best live action thing I've seen, and it wasn't even made by a huge company. It was made by people who were really good at doing their own little 3D modeling and everything.
Yeah.
And also, what I read up about it is the people, the art. You know how the Pokemon look real and everything. I think they said that a was it Deviant Art or some artist who made Pokemon look real got the job to do this.
Really?
So if that's true, like, you know, that's pretty crazy how.
Yeah, that's great.
Because I know if you go on DeviantArt and look, I do it all the time for Dragon Ball Z picture, any anime. The people make things look.
I mean, yeah, it's absolutely astounding the talent that these people have and the passion they have to sit here and bring these things basically to life, or at least give us some kind of showing of what it would look like if they were, and if they were real, and if we could see them in 3D instead of 2D.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty crazy because that's what I want to do. I want to do something that's so cool, so Game Freak could look at me like, hey,
now here's the one thing that I'm kind of wondering is how long until they try to make a game with the graphics that they're using for this movie.
I mean, yeah.
And another thing for the movie too, are we going to see the mechanics of the Pokeball in a real world? Are we going to see how it works? Is it going to work the same way as the anime? Or, I mean, are they going to just ditch Pokeballs altogether?
Oh, actually, no. Yeah. I don't know how they're going to work, and yeah. Do they break out of them, or they get just instantly sucked in?
Yeah. I mean, I know that's rather low on the scale, but it's still interesting to see.
Yeah. I'm looking at the article really quick about the thing, and the guy, I don't know if it's his or not. But yeah, the ideas of these real life Pokemon came from a designer online.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool too, if that's true. And
yeah, that's definitely cool.
And if he gets his recognition for it, if they didn't just steal the whole thing. but yeah, I'm really looking forward to this because it's our first live action Pokemon, if you want to count it. The 90s play they had, musical they had where.
Yeah, we won't.
Where Giovanni came out and said he dated Ash's mom and hinted that Ash was his son.
No, we know who Giovanni's son is.
Yeah. But anything else you want to add about the trailer?
No, I think we've pretty much covered it.
For everybody who, who's watching, who's not played Pokemon, I think, and if you want to get not like a huge step, but you want to take a step to know what Pokemon is, you should watch this movie because I'm pretty sure it'll pique your interest if you're new to it. And then
that's another thing we definitely should address is the fact of how this has the potential to pull in a new audience into the Pokemon franchise.
Yeah, we already got a majority of it when Pokemon Go came out because people who didn't even like Pokemon
didn't even know what it was they were downloading the game and playing it.
Yeah, kids and adults.
Yeah,
they were all into that. So this is also to get more people into it because I know with Let's Go Pikachu and them, that coming out, and then that had Pokemon Go mechanics, and then they got this movie.
And then, of course, Game Freak, we're still sitting here waiting for a more mature Pokemon game.
Oh, yeah.
So whenever you want to go ahead and make that for us, we'll definitely be excited. I mean, especially now that you're essentially rebooting the franchise with the Let's Go thing for kids. Save the Let's Go for the kids. Give us adults something a little more story driven.
Make our core story darker.
Yeah, exactly. Make it. Give us the ability to have a freaking adult Pokemon trainer. Yeah. Somebody who can have some facial hair at least.
Mm-hmm. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, really quick, I wanted to read some of the comments since you mentioned it.
Oh yeah.
About the Let's Go. Let me bring it up really quick. But yeah, there's a lot of people kind of harsh about it. I mean, I understand. Well, it's the internet. Everyone's harsh, but. Let's see, the first one says, someone says, why is Pikachu just saying Pika Pika throughout the entire trailer? Someone wanted them to just say Pika Pika and then subtitles. So, I was like, but that wouldn't really bring out emotion and stuff. Like Ryan Reynolds will do a good job with it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? There's another one that says, well, I told you earlier, Deadpool 3 took a weird turn, but it looks great.
Yeah, that was funny.
Someone says Ryan voicing Pikachu is a big no-no for me. I don't see Pikachu at all. I just see Ryan Reynolds. I mean,
I say you got to give it a chance.
yeah. And then is anyone else disappointed that this movie is our first live-action movie?
I would. Here's the thing. I'm not necessarily disappointed. I am, from what we've seen in the trailer, it looks good. So.
This guy says, some guy replies, and not really, otherwise we'll have 2 hours of watching Ash lose. Oh man, this is funny.
Yeah, I'm really glad we didn't get an Ash-centric movie. I mean, we just got I Choose You not too long ago. We've got another Ash animated movie coming up pretty soon.
That's also a representation of how there's a fork in the road now of live action more towards the like real life, and then you have I guess the reboot of the Pokemon movies. You want to say with I Choose You being so good, and then now the Power of Us coming out. Now there's a for kids and for for
exactly.
everything. So now like with the Let's Go way going for kids, and now we have this way open for us mature older people who like the game. That's pretty cool reference too. But yeah, but this Pokemon movie looks really good. Every time I watch a trailer, I get hyped for it. Charizard looks good. Psyduck looked cool. Psyduck had fur too. Psyduck's in the same category.
Yeah.
But I mean,
you would expect that a little bit too, because ducks do have feathers. They do have fur a little bit.
Do you think that girl could be Misty?
I don't know if she'd be Misty.
I mean, red hair, Psyduck, backpack.
I mean, I do recognize her because she plays another character. She plays a girl named Claire from Supernatural.
Oh, okay.
One of my favorite shows. So immediately when I saw her, I was like, Claire?
Yeah.
So it was hilarious to see her in that, and I'm kind of interested to see what kind of a character she plays, because she plays a bit of a smart aleck badass in Supernatural.
Let's see how she plays in this.
Yeah, see if it's a similar character.
I hope at the end of it they tell you what region this is from, because it'll be cool to have another movie and be like, oh yeah, that was in Sinnoh, this is in Johto, this is in
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see like a world in that. Then we can get a real world of Kanto, and then
and who's to say that we've seen all of the cities from a certain region?
Yeah, because even in the anime, there's like dumb cities like Flower Town. Like, where's this at in this thing? From Kanto to Viridian Forest, you hit 3 towns, man. It took me 2 seconds to get through that.
Yeah,
How we getting 3 towns?
I mean, and you know what? In kind of a little bit of a reference back to the anime. You've got the character of Gary. Look at how many badges he had. He had non-regulation badges. Where'd they come from?
Oh yeah.
So there's obviously that opportunity to explore a different side.
And they that's a reference to the game as well, because I think it was in Black and White 2 where they even said they shifted, and there's 2 other badges. Even in anime 2, there's 2 other badges you can get differently from the original main gyms they had.
Right.
There's 2 gyms that opened up that you could be, we could just go this way, get these 2 badges, and then go back this way. Pokemon Elite 4.
Yeah.
But yeah. And also be cool to see how they do the Elite Four if they even, if the movie progresses. I want to see how.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to end up going there.
Yeah.
Just from, from what I know of the Detective Pikachu game, and then the way the movie seems to follow it a bit.
It'd be cool to have like a Fantastic Beast and Where to Find Them Pokemon edition and be like, seeing the no, I know it's funny, but like see how the world is from the creator's point of view, other than us knowing that Elite Four is people who sit on a mountain waiting for someone to come, they're the champion. Because in the anime, they're celebrities chilling, like what's her name? I can't believe I said what's her name. Cynthia, the most iconic one. I mean,
right? Yeah, she travels around.
She travels around and just beats people up for a living, doing bad.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool to see if this movie does good, like little spin-offs like that.
Yeah, they could definitely see something that follows the adventures of. Maybe they could even do live action movies of the old manga.
Yeah, the
live action interpretations.
Yeah.
That could be something interesting to see. You know, we actually see red, blue, green, and all of the different colored characters,
all the rainbow colors. Yeah,
come to life. That would definitely be something to think about later on down the line.
Yeah, and that's a completely different story. I mean, it talks about because there's like manga red, there is video game red. I think that's it so far. And then in video game red, he had the starters plus, Pikachu.
Yeah.
And then you have the manga red, whose first Pokemon was a Poliwhirl. And then he found Pikachu, and he found.
Did Red have all the starters? I don't remember. I don't think he did. I thought he just had the Charmander.
No, in the video games, as Red in the video games, you get all the starters.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, as you play them.
Yeah, as you play them, you get all the starters, and then
in Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah, and then which even is a spin-off of Ash in the anime itself. Yeah, and then in the manga, it's like I forgot. Red had Bulbasaur. Green, which would be blue, which would be Gary, which is confusing as that saying.
Well, actually, Green's a whole nother character.
Yeah.
It's actually a female character. Mm-hmm. She was originally supposed to be playable, but because of some things that went wrong, or I don't know if they went wrong, but some things early on in production, she ended up getting cut.
Yeah, so Gary's character, I'm going to say Gary because everyone will know that. Blue for America, green in Japan, has Charmander, and then Green, which will be the girl, has Squirtle, which I think she stole. So that's also another cool shout out to Silver.
Yeah.
Silver. Yeah, Silver, who stole his Pokemon. So yeah, that'd be cool to see all that. This is a good open doorway for what can happen and what can become of what Pokemon on the big screen. Because other than those little Fathom events that only last freaking 4 days for us to see a Pokemon movie.
Yeah.
This will be good for the actual release for like a couple of months to see how it goes.
Yeah, definitely. So if we like it, we can go back and see it again if we want to.
Yeah.
But that's do we know? I know it's coming out next year. Do we have any kind of idea of when? Because
I thought it said. Oh, there's one more thing we got to talk about after this. But yeah, I think it said May. Let me see. I'm still on the thing over here. It said, I thought it rather said May or.
So sometime in the spring.
Yeah. So I don't want to get copyrighted, so I'm going to turn this down.
Yeah. Let's not do that.
Oh, one more thing while I'm looking up this thing. The scene where it looked like the world was folding on itself. When they're in the forest and they're like looking like this, and then the whole background looks like it's coming up towards them. You ever seen that part? Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but that better be some kind of psychic illusion or something. And then when Psyduck freaks out, and then
that could be something.
Yeah, that was scary. And then with the very end where Charizard looks like it's about to eat Pikachu.
Yeah.
No, actually no. It just says 2019. So yeah,
okay.
It's gonna be in 3D. Fun.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll see it in 3D.
Yeah,
just because
3D is just such a gimmick now.
Because I don't know but also for some reason, even if I wear my contacts, if for some reason those 3D glasses don't work.
I can't fit mine over mine. Yeah, my big old bifocal glasses. But another thing is last thing before we end it is how this new movie, brand new, first ever of its kind live action Pokemon, took the spotlight away from Toy Story 4's release. Because, I swore I woke up one day, oh, Toy Story, a teaser. Like, oh, that's so great. And the next morning, Detective Pikachu, what? Live action. And there's even, I don't know if you've seen the meme where a guy's walking with his girlfriend, he's turning around looking at the girl that passed him. Have you seen those memes?
Yeah.
It had, it said viewer as the guy. It had Toy Story as the girlfriend, and then it was looking back at Detective Pikachu, which is pretty funny. And then, like I told you before recording this, is they had to put out a second trailer. I don't know if it was planned for Toy Story with Key and Peele's characters, Bunny and Chicken, Ducky, or whatever it's called. I was like, man, that could have waited till next year, January, to show. They was like, hey, we're still here, Toy Story.
Damage control.
And Toy Story, which has a huge fan base, come to the live action of this, really took the spotlight from it. I'm pretty sure.
You know, I'm definitely going to go see Toy Story 4.
Oh, yeah, I am.
But, you know,
I
don't know... I don't know what to expect. I don't know what my anticipation level is, just because of how emotional Toy Story 3 was.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna die.
And that, you know, that'll be something that we will probably have to discuss in another video.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, this live action Detective Pikachu thing looks really, it's a good step forward in the right direction.
Yeah, and for those of you who, you know, are against it right from the beginning, we implore you, give it a chance.
Yeah.
We know like we've said countless times throughout the video, we know the history of video games becoming movies, but you know, every time we see something like this, you know, something from a game that we love, you know, becoming a movie, you know, we always try to give it a chance, and we implore you to do the same thing.
And do your research too, because like I know a lot of people are like, oh, look at the Avatar movie. That was a good cartoon show. But if you do the research, I forgot what the company who did it. I think it was Legendary as well. I'm not. I don't remember. But at first, they came together with the creators and the director and the company, and they were working hand by hand. But the company wanted to do so much changes that it conflicted with the writers and creators,
and
they left. So now they're like, free game, and you know, they did their own thing. So you can't really blame live action on that. That's more of a It's more of a directing call. So with this one, they have Warner Brothers, the Pokemon Company, and what was the third one? And Legendary Film. That's three companies working together. So that's like good foundation, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, you know, and like I said earlier in the movie, I think from the first trailer that we've seen, it looks great, but I'm also tempering my expectations, because like we said, we know the history of video games becoming movies. We know it's not great. But we really do, you know, every time we see something like this, we have hopes that this will be the movie that started out as a video game that's going to revolutionize, you know, video games becoming movies. So other than that, we ask that you give it a chance. Go see the movie, then give us your comments.
Yeah, and we'll come back. We'll probably go see it together.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go see it a couple times. I know some friends who want to go see it too. So, and then by then, let's see if we can get some of the people we know, bring them in to see. We can all have like a big round table discussion.
That could be fun to do. Yeah, that's definitely something we can.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be one of us who doesn't like it, one of us who loves it, one of us is like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be all over the spectrum.
Yeah. So we'll come back with our own little whenever it comes out, 2019.
And we'll continue to give you updates when, you know, more information drops. We get more trailers and stuff, because I'm sure this won't be the last trailer we get.
Oh, yeah. The next one has to be crazy. It has to show the villain or whoever.
Yeah. We definitely would like to see who's going to be the villain.
I want to see who Greninja works for.
Remember, there were three. Three of them in
I didn't want to say Greninjas. Greninja is, I'm pretty sure that's... But yeah. They work for the bad guys, so I want to find out who that is. Yeah, because if you let these Greninjas run through walls and throw recessed shurikens, water shurikens through walls and stuff, I mean, this person has to be pretty big to get away with that.
Yeah. And
hopefully it's just not Team Rocket. Hopefully, I mean, if it's Team Rocket, that'd be cool, but it'd be a ploy for Team Rocket in the sequel. Like, Giovanni be like, damn it, we almost had it.
Ooh, that's actually a good idea. What if this could be the thing that sets up the events for all the video games?
Yeah, like a very, very prequel.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Maybe that Charizard scene wasn't a gym battle. What if it was like illegal battling? Well, you know? And then, that's where it started off. He's like, man, we going global. Team Rocket.
That could definitely be something.
Yeah.
Could be, Giovanni origin story.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's get that. Why was he... Who made him mad? who hurt him? No, even but that's what I wanted to talk about. All the cool stuff that we found out in the trailer, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this does go the way we all want it to go.
Yeah,
and it opens doors for bigger and better things down the line. I mean, Pokemon's already big as it is. Let's see how bigger it can get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
But with that, going to end the video here. I don't know if you want to announce the next video.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, first, please like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Hit that notification bell so you can get notified as soon as new content comes out. We're always changing stuff. We've got a few ideas for possible, new shows to add to the channel, but that'll be, a little bit of ways off.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't see anything like that until next year.
Yeah, we'll do a 2019 update.
Yeah, we'll definitely get to.
Hopefully, Santa brings us some cool stuff.
And then we're definitely looking forward to doing like a kind of get to know you video here pretty soon.
Yeah.
But next episode, Canon number 3.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna be doing Cooler.
Yeah. Cool.
My favorite enemy.
Coolest person.
Yeah, you could say he's just like Frieza, only cooler.
Yeah,
But yeah,
do that one.
definitely like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate all your support, and until the next one, we'll see you later.
Bye.